Director of the Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center at the Consulate General of India in Durban, Dr. Chaitanya Prakash. Yogi, Mr. Superior, Churu, Mr. Piyush, Khandelwal, distinguished guests, online viewers, Namaskar and welcome to a very special occasion where we celebrate today Women's Day of South Africa with this theme being exploring power through women's creativity. Indeed, August of every year celebrates a historic month where we celebrate Women's Month and we pay tribute to more than 20,000 women who marched to the Union buildings on 9th August 1956 to protest against the extension of past laws to women, a system meant to control women even further and reduce women to passive beings at the mercy of men. We celebrate this year's Women's Month under the theme Generation Equality, Realizing Women's Rights for Equal Future with the concept of Generation Equality, a global campaign, and links South Africa to global efforts to achieve gender equality by 2030. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the lineup that we have present today for you. To commence today's program, we have a presentation of apparel designing by Ms. Rajeshwari Arora.
Namaste everyone, how are you? Happy Women's Day to all the wonderful ladies. I'm Rajeshwari Arora, residing in Durban, South Africa. I'm a textile technologist by profession, but due to some reason, family responsibilities and kids, I had to quit my job 4 years before. Then, if you're creative and passionate about art and craft, you can't sit idle. So that's how it started with me, my entrepreneurship journey. I started making outfits for my kids because I had a passion about sewing, embroidery and craft and knitting. So the people around me and my friends used to admire a lot about those outfits what I used to make for my kids. And then slowly I started getting requests from them, orders from them saying that why don't you make for our kids as well. Then I started doing that and I did some research on this thing where I can get the nice printed fabric and trims over here in Durban. Then it started and last year in COVID, we all know we had a tough time and we have to be at home like 1.5 months and kids were at home almost for 6 months, there were no schools. And I was very comfortable with kids being at home because I was very scared about entire situation. So first time I felt very lucky that I'm at home with my kids and as well as I can do my own products and sell them on social media. So whatever ideas used to come in my mind, I used to make them and post it on social media and from there I used to get orders. Last year I made a hat with a shield for both the kids and I just posted like normally on the social media and suddenly it got attracted with lots of people. Maybe the COVID situation was favorable to those kind of hats or what, I don't know. And the orders just started getting poured on social media. Then I got puzzled but I managed it nicely. I went and I sourced some fabric, right quality of fabric and everything, and I started making more and more hats for my orders. And I could complete all my orders. It was very unexpected response for me, but I could complete. I was at home, safe, and I just used to go out for my courier and delivering my hats, that's all. And rest of the time I was at home taking care of kids and doing my own small business. And my husband helped me a lot in this thing because I was alone, no helping hand. Everything from scratch, like making the hats, cutting, sewing and finishing and delivering. and handling messages on social media, everything I used to do. So my husband helped me a lot in this, and that's how it started. And from last year I'm busy making hats again. Like, I'm getting repeated orders for this thing, so I'm still busy making hats along with other products. So I just want to say that if you are passionate about something, and you got that creativity in mind, so just follow that passion, and maybe you'll end up being an entrepreneur in that passion. So my message to all the wonderful ladies: please follow your passion and creativity and follow your journey. That's all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much, Rajeshwari ji, for that beautiful presentation. So intriguing indeed. Next, we have a yoga demonstration by yoga expert Dr. Ansuya Mudli.
Namaste. I would like to wish all our beautiful women a happy Women's Day today. I would also like to acknowledge with thanks and appreciation all of the support and this wonderful opportunity that is being afforded to me by the Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center in Durban, the ICCR. Women throughout the world, and also in South Africa, all have some creativity within them. Creativity is in fact the art of turning something new and imaginative as your ideas that you may have into reality. So you may have to perceive the world in a different way. And many of us sometimes in our mundane activities may fail to even acknowledge that the strength that you have within to really look outside your box. So as women today, the message I want to share to all of you is that let us bring out our creative spark. If we think about our purpose on earth, we really want to add value and make this world a better place. Also, we want to change the very nature of who we are in terms of being somebody better. So if you look at, irrespective of what you may be doing, whether you're a housewife, whether you're an office worker, maybe you're an entrepreneur that's coming up in life, maybe you could be somebody that is just working from home, or you could be a woman in management. Whatever the echelon in terms of your portfolio, there is so much we can add to make this world a better place just by allowing for that creative spark to come through. I have chosen yoga as my skill to share to the world. And when I looked at this, I wanted to add value to everybody out there. And so I decided that when I reach out, there must be something that I could do that will bring about physical wellness, psychological wellness, and also allow people to explore all of their spiritual possibilities. And in fact, you'll find that if you want to go ahead in terms of bringing out this creative spark, it may require minimal resources. But if it does demand a particular skill, then if you look deep within, you would be able to do that. Fortunately, I was able to get a scholarship from the Indian Consulate of India in Durban, and I went through to study as a yoga instructor as well as a yoga therapist. And now I have come back to my country, and I offer this skill to all the people that may be out there in the retirement homes, the children in the orphanages, the patients at the different hospices, men and women in the communities, particular women groups, at my workplace, with children. So, yoga is a spiritual science, and it's adds value to just about anybody, irrespective of your level of fitness, your age, whether you're a man or a woman. You'd find that when you adopt this as part of your life and you make yoga a part of your well-being, then it opens so many different dimensions for you. And also it expands in terms of your own spiritual dimension. Because at the end of the day, your purpose is to allow for yourself to reach that point of Satchitananda. And that is the awareness of your own realization, where you would, want to synchronize not only your body with the rest of the cosmos, but also to allow for that union between your powerful consciousness with that of the universal consciousness. So to all the women out there, I want to wish you well during this month of August, and just continue to be creative. To become successful, there's always sometimes an obstacle that could be there. And if you look deeper, you'd realize that that obstacle is within you. It's essentially the mind. So if we continue to do practices where we could control the mind, then obviously you can explore all these various possibilities, especially with your creativities. And I'm sure with that, once we open these cupboards, to reveal your innate being and this wonderful creative being that you are, you will really add and share, because sharing is caring. Let's continue to make this world a better place, a peaceful place, so that everybody could be happy and live together in harmony. I wish you well. Namaste.
Namaste and good day to all. We are now in the month of August, and it is a beautiful month where we in South Africa acknowledge the beautiful strength and the resilience of all women. So as a group of women today, we want to share and offer to all other women in our country as well as beyond our borders a simple yogic practice which is called Surya Namaskar. Now, Surya Namaskar is a way of showing gratification or obeisance to the sun. We are all solar beings. In fact, it is the sun that activates our solar plexus. So as solar beings, we are given the energy to perform all of the operations throughout our lives. With Surya Namaskar, it is a sequence of 12 asanas. And with these asanas, it ensures everybody your physical well-being, your psychological well-being, as well as all of your spiritual possibilities. With every in-breath and out-breath, you'd find that this will energize your lungs as well as your blood. And with it being thoroughly oxygenated, you'd find that your entire body will be energized and you will have very good skin. This is also a very good cardiovascular technique, and it also tones the entire body. With Surya Namaskar, you'll find that there will be flexibility of the spine. It also energizes and strengthens the muscles, the joints, as well as the skeletal system. So with this particular practice, there is no need to do any other exercise. And so in today's practice, we want to share with you the sequence in Surya Namaskar. However, please note that there are some limitations. People that may have problems with abdominal surgery, or you may have had spinal injury, or you may have vertigo, or some cardiac or hypertension conditions, we would like you to consult with your doctors before you do this practice. Now let's get started.
Thank you, Ansiaji, for that beautiful demonstration of that asana. We'll definitely try it in a deed. Next, I would like to invite our next guest artist to present an awesome creative piece, and that is Ms. Gloria Mgagi.
Greetings, my name is Gloria Gatti, the founder and executive director of the Gloria Gatti Foundation, which provides women with sanitary aids. And I'm also the CEO of the groundbreaking Ingo Sabantwana, which is an educational institution which helps learners academically improve. Ingo Sabantwana was inspired by the national lockdown, which was brought by COVID-19, due to learners attending to school once or twice a week. And seeing that happening, as we know that children from disadvantaged communities cannot have access to such platforms such as Skype, Zoom, and other platforms which provides online learning. As Ingo Sabantwana, we thought it was time to step up and bridge the gap by creating a platform which is educational through WhatsApp, which is easy accessible and which we know that is also low cost in data. Today, it is the National Women's Day celebration. And from Ingo Sabantwana, as well as the Gloria Gatti Foundation, we would like to say, women, you have the full potential to step up as well. As a woman, you should know that it is up to you to become who you want to be in life. All you need to do, you need to focus, you need to prioritize, and you need to maximize your potential. If you get that in order, you can become who you want to become. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gloria G, for that. Next, we're going to have a poem presentation by Ms. Kanye Susha.
Women, you are beautiful. BAT are rocking heels, gladiators, sneakers, umhle in your weave, dreadlock, afros, all chiscops, kayalami. You are a descendant of she warriors, women who wore their skin with sun-kissed beauties, who wore their tones as if it was the purest form of gold. Umhle, even when you are crucified by isms, body splashed in billboards prescribing to you what woman of beauty is, even when fallen sons feed off your insecurities to masculate themselves. Women, be not victim. Ngoba uhle. Women, you are beautiful in your skin tone, shape, and size. Carry your body and gender with pride, but tall. Be oblivious to all these tags and insults thrown at you for being secure and free under your own skin. Strut your stuff even more because you are beautiful. Omelele kumfazi esikwa, determined to see her womb's magic to life. Uyityatyambo, a queen, a goddess. Shiro, rise, carry that lineage on your shoulders, proud, wisdom on your tongues, nation on your womb. Carry woman proud, ngoba even in your ugly days, every day. Umhle in your messy and clumsy ways. Umhle with your mistakes. Make them lessons. Cleaner when the world turns its back on your screens. Crucified for defining your own ideologies. Choosing your own lovers and orgasms. Cleaner when the same sons who have lived off your chest, molded by your hands and grew on your back now put their sons on the same back to scribble ugly on, not woman enough, tattooing their father's insecurities and curses with drunken slurs of not being enough on your skin. Woman, know that you are beautiful. Be not victim, Kayalami. jonga kodwa sebekwenza ntoni. You are screaming bitch, you are screaming hoe, slut. Your tongues are sharpened with defensive slurs against each other. You are breaking the bond of woman and sisterhood. There is no weakness in femininity. Your worth was never found in between your thighs to begin with. It was always your mind. You are a woman of substance. Don't allow yourself to be reduced to good enough for orgasms, eye candies, or thick video vixens. You are Sarah Batman descendants. Carry your African bodies with ease. Role model for all these young girls looking up to you or want a woman.
Thank you so much, Kanyeji. Next is a presentation by Miss Koliswa Shangase.
Hello everyone, my name is Koliswa Shangase from South Africa. I am a woman and an entrepreneur. I'm a founder of a company called Rare Ethnic. Our speciality is in creating Afrocentric and ethnic bespoke fashion accessories that celebrate culture and diversity. I'm a healer, a spiritualist, a poet, and a creative writer. My message for today is be yourself. It takes courage to be authentic. It takes courage to be unique. It takes courage to choose to be you, to celebrate you, to understand who you are, to value yourself first, to put yourself first, to love yourself unconditionally, to be unapologetic about who you are. It takes courage to stand up for what you believe in. Take that inward journey towards self-discovery. Find out who you are. Find your purpose. And once you've mastered who you are and what your life purpose is, then go out gun blazing to make sure that you manifest and you live to your greatest and truest potential unapologetically. Celebrate every milestone that is given to you by life. Celebrate yourself, love yourself, and believe in yourself. No one will. The world only mirrors that which you project. Block away any naysayers and external voices, but listen to what comes within. And when whatever you want to pursue, in whatever you want to start, in whatever goals you have, don't wait until there's a right time. There's no such a thing as a right time. Every time and every moment is the right time. Just start where you are. Light the fire where you are. It's possible, but it all starts with you. It starts with you believing in yourself, believing that you can do it. With this, I wish you all a happy Women's Day filled with love and happiness.
Thank you so much, Koliswaji, for that. Something very different, very profound, very unique. A tabla rendition by Ms. Shushmita Budai.
I bow at the lotus feet of my Divine Mother, Ma Adi Shakti, my spiritual master, Guruji Rajeshwari, both sets of my parents, and my late Nani, Mrs. Kailas Pati Dukla. Maring Hill Vidya Sabha Radha Madhav Mandir and the Mahashakti Chandi Durga Temple of Bonela. We have a family bhajan group called the Jyoti Sangeet. So coming from a musically inclined family, it was bound that I would also follow the family tradition with music. My interest for music grew as I joined music classes on a Friday evening with both my brothers and Nani. My tabla teacher, Guruji P.K. Haricharan of the Bihari Ram Sangeet music school would spend 5 minutes of the lesson teaching me the basics and how to set my hands on the tabla. Now you would wonder, why just 5 minutes? Well, the thing was, it was these 5 minutes that the rest of the class went on for a break, and it was a perfect time for me, this little kid, to learn the basics and pick up a few things about playing the tabla. So as time went, I formally joined the class, and I learned how to play the tabla, and this went on for a few years, and due to some unforeseen circumstances, the class had to come to an end, right? So I was really comfortable being a percussionist in our family bhajan group and our mandir. Now, you know, it's said behind every negative is some positive, and that's no different in my case. So on one particular day, our tabla player did not show up for satsang. The tabla was there, and my elder brother told me, "You are going to play that tabla today." I was shocked. I was like, "Are you serious? I haven't played tabla or even touched it in years, and now you're telling me to play?" I says, "Yes, you've learned the basics, you know how our bhajans are played, so you're going to play it today." And as of that day, I've never left the tabla or the dholak. That was my turning point in music in my life. You know, playing the tabla and dholak has taught me so much about myself. It has helped me boost my self-esteem, and the self-esteem and confidence both opened so many doors and led me to so many other opportunities to progress in life. So while studying in Agra at the Kendriya Hindi Sansthan, where I did my diploma in Hindi, I was also given the opportunity to do a short course about learning more of the tabla. During the stay in Agra, we also had a competition, and I was placed third for playing tabla, and this competition had many versatile and talented tabla players that were from India and many other countries. So besides this competition and studying in India, music and playing tabla have given me many other opportunities. And some of these opportunities and memories that stand out for me were playing for international artists like Pandit Chunilal Narayan of New York, Pandit Munilal Maharaj of Trinidad, and not forgetting the Human Services Trust of Mauritius. Whatever you do it wholeheartedly. Do it because you love it, not out of pride. Don't do it because you want to be praised by someone else, because you want to hear words that make you feel good. I've seen many people smile, dance, laugh, and feel better by watching me play the tabla and the dholak. I hope by the end of this video, I am able to inspire at least one person. Remember, there's never an age limit to learning. Spread love and positivity through whatever you do. Who knows? God could be working through you to make a difference in someone else's life. As I come to the end of this video, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank everyone that has been supporting me along this journey, and those that also motivated me to become the person I am right now. And thank you to Dr. Yogi for giving me this opportunity and this platform of sharing my experiences. And love, light and blessings to you all. Jai Mata Di.
Wow, Shushmita ji, so mind-blowing. Thank you for that beautiful rendition of a tabla piece. Next, we have a knitting and crocheting presentation by Miss Kavita Harilal.
Namaste, I am Kavita Harilal, and I'd like to tell you something about myself. I'm a widow of 22 years, and I'd like to let you know how I've empowered myself during those years. 6 months down the line of my husband passing on, I studied reflexology and aromatherapy for 2.5 years. In 2002, I wrote my real estate exams and I worked sold property for 12.5 years, off and on. And on those off months and years, I've actually studied a caregiver's course, and I worked at the oncology ward in Parklands. I've worked at the hospice, and for the past 5 years, I've been studying Hindi. And during those 5 years, I've been taught to crochet by a very beautiful, wonderful Hindi lecturer. And since then, I've been crocheting babies' clothes and soft toys and donating them to hospitals and shelters and whoever else needs them. I've done many things that has made me feel very happy within myself. And why am I telling you this? Is because I know that every woman out there are wonderful and resilient, and you can also do what I have done. Go out and tap your passion. Go out and, learn something. Teach yourself a language, teach yourself music, write a book, anything that you have hidden talents, and you'll be surprised at the end result, and it'll make you feel so good, just knowing that you have done it. And don't wait for anybody to compliment yourself. You just go ahead and compliment yourself. Don't let anybody compliment you. So don't wait for those compliments.
so much, Kavita ji. I'm definitely going to try that for next winter. We now have a cooking presentation by Miss Nishi Gaundan.
Namaste. Thank you for the opportunity by the Vivekananda Cultural Center. The passion for cooking by my dad, Bobby Govender, who is internationally trained, was chosen the second best chef in a world culinary competition in Frankfurt in 1988, started Metro Caterers and Manufacturers in 1998. I followed my dad, Kirusha Gaundan, as a youth, thereafter joined with Metro Caterers, takeaway and lifestyle, health and convenient meals. The passion and creativity through cooking has taken us a step further into joining a JV in empowering women, youth into hospitality and catering skills and training development. Today we are going to do a veg health paneer wrap which will be tasted by Kia and prepared by Kirusha Gaundan. Our motto is come alive with every bite, taste the difference and quality. We have taken our passion through creativity in cooking from what used to be a catering source to clients into manufacturing Metro Tata's hot sauce, which is bottled and supplied to restaurants, wholesalers and retailers across the country. We have taken Metro takeaway and lifestyle convenient foods to outlets as gyms and the health conscious who have changed their lifestyle into a better, creative, healthier way of eating. Thank you. Namaste.
Okay, and this is the consistency that the dough has to be. Is needed. We then divide it into equal parts and roll them into round balls. We're then going to take our dough, dust it into some all-purpose flour, and roll it out into mini rotis. we're now going to add some clarified butter into the pan. Some curry leaves and chopped onions, as well as crushed garlic. Then we're adding our seeds. We have jeera, mustard and methi seeds. As well as a little bit of turmeric. We're going to saute this for about 30 seconds. And then add our cubed paneer. And diced tomatoes. Going to season it with salt and pepper. And cook the paneer until it softens. We're now going to place the rotis into our preheated pan. For approximately 20 seconds on each side, or until it's lightly browned. Then going to flip it. And turn it over once more. Then take it off the heat.
Thank you so much, Nishiji, for sharing that scrumptious recipe with us. Moving on, we have a presentation of creative work by the women members of the KwaZulu-Natal Blind and Deaf Society. intriguing that was. We definitely learned so much from these dynamic ladies. With that, I hope you enjoyed our lineup today, and we've come to the conclusion of our Women's Day celebration. And I would like to invite Mr. Superior Mchunu from the Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center at the Consulate General of India in Durban to render this evening's vote of thanks.
Namaskar. Greetings to all of you. On behalf of Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center at the Consulate General of India in Durban, I am honored today to deliver a vote of thanks on today's program, Women's Day of South Africa celebration, under the theme Exploring Power Through Women's Creativity. Now allow me to thank all our online guests who participated on today's program. Miss Rajeshwari Arora, Dr. Answa Modli, Sushmita Badia, Nishi Gonden, Gloria Gatti, Oliswa Shangase, Kanyi Tsukudu, and lastly, like to thank the KwaZulu-Natal Blind and Deaf Society for presentation of their creative work. To Dr. Chaitanya Prakash Yogi, Director of Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center, Sristi Harinarayan, Sri Piyush Kandelwal, thank you very much for taking part on today's program. To all our online participants, we would like to say thank you very much for taking part on today's program. You are kindly advised to visit Facebook page ICCR Durban for all updates regarding cultural activities organized by Swami Vivekananda Cultural Center. To all of you once again, have a wonderful day. Namaskar.